this thing's out of fuel system. So, which is kind of what we figured. We figured it might have been able to get by with just the blower and then not do the pulley and stuff, but fuel pressure's dropping to 38. So it's basically done until we do a fuel system on it. I mean, fuel pressure dropping to 38, like, we just can't have that. I mean, it starts out at like 62 and then it drops down to 38 up by like not even 6,000, 5,900, and it just doesn't have enough fuel to support the horsepower that it's at. So it's that's all she wrote for today.
Hey guys, last week Fran said that we would pick 3 winners to win merch. So we have first place winner is going to win a hoodie and a t-shirt. Second place winner is going to win a t-shirt and a keychain. Third place winner is going to win a license plate cover. All 3 winners will get lanyards, stickers, and pop sockets in their little goodie pack. All we need you to do is just prove that it's you by screenshotting your account on YouTube and sending it to sales@raceprovenmotorsports.net. Okay? So send it there. We have all 456 comments. 456 comments loaded. I am going to keep my mouse on the names over here. Here's the very important part. If it lands in the middle of 2 names, the person on top gets it. If it lands on the name, that person gets it. So follow me here. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to cheat. Nothing at all. There's nothing I can do. We have a lot of comments. I'm going to scroll a couple times. Ready, set, go. Dustin Light. Love the new film style. Can't wait to see you guys soon for our next build. You are first place. You win a hoodie and a t-shirt. Email us at sales@raceprovenmotorsports.net. Give us what style hoodie and t-shirt you want, and we'll send it to you that way. Next, we're going to go up and down a couple times, and, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, am I allowed to say that? Is that copyrighted? Sorry if it is. Go down a little bit more, go up 1, go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, down. Where'd I land? Alex Boy. Love the videos. Keep up the good work. So, Alex Boy, you are number 2. You are a keychain and a t-shirt. Did I mess that up the first time? No, I didn't. Okay. So keychain and a t-shirt for you. Again, sales@raceprovenmotorsports.net. Proof that it's you. Last but not least, license plate cover. Ready for this? I'm going to scroll up to the top. I was just looking to make sure that I was somewhere in the vicinity and it didn't go too far. All right, lucky number 3. Who's it going to be? Where's my mouse? I went over a little too far. So, Brett Allen, love the new way, like seeing this side of the shop. Brett Allen, make sure sales@raceprovenmotorsports.net. Proof that you guys did it. Send us your sizes for the 2 that won the t-shirts, and then we will go ahead and send them out to you ASAP. We got stuff going out every day, so just make sure you email us as soon as possible so that we can get that stuff out to you. And thank you guys so much for commenting and viewing and subscribing, and make sure you look out for the next video. Hit that little bell button that notifies you when it comes out. We'll be doing giveaways every once in a while, so keep an ear out, eyes out, and keep interacting with us, and let me know what you want to see. I am here for you.
Yeah, we ran out of fuel system on this before, so we put a fuel system on it. It's pretty much that simple. We didn't change anything else yet. I mean, we put a gauge in it while we're here, but we're going to see what the fuel system does. That way it's a back-to-back blower comparison. And then we're going to switch the pulley, and then we have, with our fuel systems, we put flex fuel sensors on it. So we'll also be able to do E too. So we're just going to see what it does now. Then we're going to change the pulley. Then I'll tune for pump and E. blew the wideband out, yeah. I thought it was going to, like, at the first pull, it started going lean, but then I looked at the log and it didn't. Oh, well, it's not working then. Is the line kinked or something? All right, well, it's not working. Not at all? Nah, look at the red and the blue are the last two pulls. Like, it worked, and it started going lean up top, so I backed out of the first pull, and then I just made another pull second time, and it went full lean.
Sensor soaked.
It just gets wet from condensation and stuff from exhaust, so we just gotta replace the sensor or change the sensor. A lot of times, like, you just pull them out and let them dry off. Like, we usually have two sensors that we flip-flop back and forth, and they're fine. I mean, eventually they'll die and have to be, like, replaced, but it's just wet, so we just change it and continue. I don't remember what it made before. Yeah, I can look.
Before 715.
Oh. So, no, it didn't pick up any power.
Yeah, I was gonna go there, but.
It didn't pick up anything. I mean, like, it picked up. It's weird, like, these ports, when he does, they do what it did. Like, they lose a little boost down low, but then they pick up some boost up top. But as far as power, it didn't pick anything up. Let me look at the run conditions. Like last time, it's a little warmer last time than this time, like 10 degrees. I mean, it's making close to what it made before. I mean, no significant difference. Greg's like, how? It ran out of fuel system. I'm like, well, it was pretty much out of fuel system before. Like,
What's he saying?
Like, how didn't it pick up any power? Because you said it ran out of fuel system. So, like, I'm like, well, it was pretty much out of fuel system last time it was here. Like, his stock fuel pump could just be weaker now after being beat on for however long. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just dropping fuel pressure. Made 30 less torque, or 20 less torque. You know how the exports are always like less boost down low and high? It did that, so it makes less boost down low and more boost up top. Yeah, it'll make more power and more boost once we change the lower pulley, but I mean, we really just did this because we wanted to like do a comparison sake, and that's why we have dynos, you know? That's why people test. That's why you have R&D. But yeah, unfortunately it didn't pick up anything. Fuel system won't pick up any power, but fuel system will just allow it to make more power if it does. It'll have the fuel there. So fuel won't actually pick up power. But yeah, doing from the old ported blower to the new ported blower didn't pick up any power. But I mean, that's not to say that like once we start spinning it harder, that if we were to do the lower pulley with the old blower versus the lower pulley with the bigger port, that it wouldn't have picked up more. But just at this pulley combo now, like we're not really spinning it that hard. It's a stock lower and a 230 upper. So it made 15.5 before, and it makes like 16.5 now. And really the only difference in that 1 pound of boost, it was like way up high, from like 6,200 and up. It just kind of creeps up there. So I mean, that's not to say that it won't like this port once we start spinning it harder, but there's really no way to find out unless we, go back to the other blower and then switch it to get whatever, but we're not doing that. But so yeah, we'll pull it off, put the lower pulley on, put it back on the dyno, tune it on pump gas like it is now, and then we'll add E and see what it makes on E. I mean, I think it'll do pretty good. My guess is with the lower pulley and E, it'll probably make over 800.
Head studs have been a little difficult to get lately, so Friday when I was putting the motor together on the stand, these did not arrive yet.
Okay.
So I just went ahead and put it in as a short block. So now I got my studs, just did my valve springs, and then bolt the heads on. Do the engine work while we do the cam, and it'll probably be back whenever, 6 months to a year for blowers is usually about how it goes. Did some updating in my upstairs bathroom. So much like most guys, I get a project about 98% done, and then there's always that missing piece of trim or spot on the wall I need to touch up with paint. So this weekend I just said, you know what, I'm gonna stay home all weekend and try and knock out all this little stuff. So I was cutting some trim for my brick accent wall, and it was just a really thin cut, and I was guiding it with my left hand through the table saw and just kind of rolled my finger into the blade.
You were using a pusher though.
Yeah, I was using another piece of trim to push it. And I was thinking this morning if I shouldn't have had the blade ran up so high, but
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Just it was literally like, I'm gonna make this one quick cut and then we're gonna go to lunch. Cut my finger instead of the board.
So instead of going to lunch, you went to the hospital?
Yep.
All right, so let's go into a little bit of detail here about the ARP head studs.
All right, well, generally stock head bolts are torque to yield from the factory, which means when you tighten them, you physically stretch the metal, and that's how they, keep their tightness, and it's an inconsistent torque and it's weak. So that's why on anything boosted with much higher cylinder pressure, we always go with the ARP head stud. We're able to get a much more accurate and higher torque out of the head bolt. And you'll see on every LT application we use them, whether it's going to be boosted or not, simply because the head bolts are so expensive from GM, it makes more sense to
If you're going to upgrade, you might as well
use the studs.
Yeah,
because
makes more sense.
It's about the same cost as buying brand new head bolts. And these get torqued to a total of 115 foot-pounds on LTs. So it's
Sounds
tight.
like a whole me.
Yeah. Just like you sitting on that head, holding her down.
I don't think anybody wants that. Nobody wants that.
What do these things usually make, Matt? As far as
Motor?
yeah, 500,
No, like 600 with the
600.
Frankenstein heads and big throttle body and stuff.
Yeah, so 600 should probably make 1,000.
That one's
Yeah.
auto though, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it probably made like 580.
Yeah, it should make 1,000. I mean, all of the Camaros that we do with this exact combo make 1,000, and this is going to be no different than any of the regular SSs that we do. Is that Matt? That basically that car you're doing right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean exactly like the one Matt's doing right now. That's a full
minus the Frankenstein intake.
Yeah, that one has a billet intake. This one has an MSD. But other than that, that's basically a full stage 5, same blower, same cam, rods, pistons, identical setups, just a different car. So I just don't think we've ever done this combo in a base Corvette. Matt's done 300 of them in Camaros, and we've done a ton on C7Zs.
Well, this thing's all done, ready to go. Finished up the fuel system and the meth yesterday. Gonna put the hood on and it's ready for the dyno. Just making some fine adjustments on this hood.
This thing was here before, and we did rods and pistons, heads cam, MSD. Basically did like a full NA setup, but preparing to later put a blower on it, which we did. So this time it just got a Procharged F1A94, meth kit, our low side fuel system. It's basically a full stage 5 C7. So it should make 1,000. I made like a half a pull on it last night. Actually, like a pull and a half, I should say. It may need a different pulley because on like the second pull I made, I think it made 805, but it was only made like 13.5 pounds. So once I make a full pull and rev it to like 7,000, 7,100, we'll see where the boost is and then kind of go from there. We generally need like 18, 19 pounds on the stage 5 packages to make right around 1,000. So, but I mean, for what it did, 805 on not even a full pull, on like the second pull actually, you know, on like 13.5 pounds, that's pretty good. So we may not need to change it, but find out in the next half hour probably.
Here we go, at the top of the class on a roll, and it's time to run it up, yeah you know. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, hey, on a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
So that was the first like full pull really. I made 845. And that was like 6,600 and it made just under 16 pounds. So we may need another pulley. So generally these things will make over 900 on pump gas and then they'll make over 1,000 on E. So I'll still play with it though, and I'll see where it gets, but we'll probably need to change the pulley. I don't know what size is on there now, but we'll probably need another 3 pounds of boost. But I should probably be able to get another 30 horsepower out of it or more as it sits, and we'll kind of go from there. Just trying to clean up some of the fueling and timing and stuff in it now. I mean, it made a little more, made 851 there. We'll see. I mean, I probably won't play with it too much before we change the pulley because I just have to redo it anyway. So, hey Matt, what pulley's on this thing? Do you know? It's not making terrible power or boost. I mean, it's making just under 16 pounds. So a 385 would probably put it right where we want.
That's right, yeah. I'll go with.
Because I mean, it's making 850 on pump, and generally they make around 900 on pump. If we get another 2 pounds, at 9 and some change. So, oh my goodness, volume. Look at old C6 ZR1 doing a burnout. Oh, it's Jovian.
We got one. It's making 15 pounds right now. Probably make somewhere close to 18, I would say, right now, or with the new pulley setup. But we'll see. I'm not sure. Like I think Fran mentioned in some other before, and when I was putting the car together, that's kind of like the first base model we've done as far as getting the full setup and pushing it to the limit. So we'll see.
To make more boost or more blower RPM, you want either a bigger pulley on the bottom or a smaller pulley up top. If it's just because of the way it technically works, if it spins more on the bottom, it'll spin fucking more on the top. So you want small one up top and big one down low. That's how you would basically make it spin faster. Man, I'll say it. The F194 loves being spun. I'll just simply say that. It picked up, I didn't even make a full pull. I let out at 6,000 and it picked up 75 horsepower on like 1.5 pounds of boost. So I made 924 and it was not even a full pull. Yeah, but like I said, the F1A94s love being overspun and spun fast. Like, they pick up, it's the same blower I got on my race car. It's the same blower that's on this. I don't know why it keeps cutting out up top. I'm an idiot. Sometimes you forget to change things in the tune, and it was maxing out the math because I forgot to raise the math fail limit. It won't do that this time. We're not all perfect. I mean, I'm pretty close. Picked up 3 pounds, which is exactly what we wanted, so we're good there. I'm gonna just fine tune it on some pump gas real quick, and then throw some E in it. I made 977 right there. Maybe 982 the pull before. It's down a little bit of boost from what, like, the most that it'll make, like, when we make 1,050 or so. I mean, it's just touching 19 pounds, and that's when I rev it to like 7,100 or something there. I mean, that pull was 7,050, but so, I mean, it's just touching peak boost there, and it's at 19 pounds. Some of the other ones, I think, make 1 or 2 more pounds. Within 5 kicks. If I get it within 5 kicks, I'll give someone like a $100 gift certificate. Do the same thing with this one. Oh, well, I guess I owe someone, what did I say, $100? There you go.